It seems like the world just keeps getting weirder. The gaming world is not any different. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on gameranx, the 10 weirdest gaming stories of January 2019. Number 10, a French man got sentenced to 4 months in prison because he took the PS4 price tag off of a PS4 and put in its place a $10 fruit sticker. Now, I don't think a lot of people would do this because they thought they could get a PS4 for $10. But this guy actually did. Like, to you and me, this sounds like it would be a joke. To him, it was, hey, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weigh a PlayStation 4 in the fruit section, print out a sticker, put it on the PS4, go weigh it, and go through a self-checkout. Then you scan the sticker, and the thing is like, oh, it weighs as much as this sticker says it does. And you gotta believe this guy's all devious and French, like, haha, oui, oui, I have gotten a PlayStation 4 for only 10 francs. It's not 10 francs, I don't really know the exchange rate. But it obviously didn't work, and I will go ahead and say, like, clever scam. Guy got out of the store at very least, but he came back the next day and did it again like an idiot. Like, you're on security camera, they're looking for you, man. Certainly, they will not see me the second time. No, they will. And they did, and you're going to jail for 4 months. Number 9, a 14-year-old Fortnite player found a FaceTime F-up. That would be a clickbait headline. Alas, they did not use that. Regardless. So a 14-year-old kid was trying to call his friends to start a Fortnite match. Harmless, right? He used FaceTime, and he found a glitch in FaceTime that would allow, in theory, you to eavesdrop on literally anyone at any time without any work. What he found was that if you call someone, and before they accept, immediately add another person to your FaceTime group, it automatically picks up on the other person's end. So in theory, you could call any FaceTime at any time and see or hear whatever. If the phone's in somebody's pocket and they're in like a sensitive business meeting, guess what? You got all that information. Anyway, this kid's mom tried to contact Apple because there's a bug bounty program they have that offers rewards of up to $200,000, and they ignored her. They just ignored it. Like, whatever, who cares? Don't even answer that lady's calls. When enough rabble had been roused, Apple took group FaceTime just completely offline while they're fixing it. Which, in all seriousness, that's big. That's a serious bug. I can't believe anybody wouldn't have been using this. Somebody also figured this out and was like, actually, I'm gonna keep this to myself. I like this. Number 8, a woman got hit in the head with a golf ball by a Sony executive who gave her a PlayStation 4 care package. Now that's a freak accident as it is, but she was actually volunteering for a Sony-sponsored professional golf tournament, which, I mean, to be fair, did increase the chances of that a bit. The PlayStation care package had a ton of awesome stuff in it. Obviously a PS4 Pro, an extra DualShock, the nice Platinum headphones, and a bunch of games like Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, good stuff. It was a pretty intense hit too. It required a bunch of stitches to close. And before you say to yourself, she should sue them instead of take like just some stuff, there's an issue with both just being on a golf course in order to participate in any golf event or spectate in a lot of cases. The golf course usually posts notices that say your safety is your own liability, and obviously there are instances where the golf course is definitely at fault, but this isn't one of them. And again, she volunteered as a caddy for a tournament, which usually involves some sort of actual agreement. She said she signed a waiver specifically regarding if this happened. So, I mean, that can actually be much worse than just some stitches and a free PS4 Pro with a bunch of games and accessories and a hat, to be fair. Number 7, remember when Soulja Boy had that really bad console and handheld and just everything is bad with Soulja Boy's video game stuff? So he took it all down and stopped selling it. He's got a new one. The first one they took down because there was a potential Nintendo lawsuit. So he went back to the drawing board and was like, is there a way I can rip people off without having legal trouble? So he basically made this really bizarre, obvious PlayStation Vita ripoff with a not good screen. Its resolution is 480 by 272 to be exact, and it boasts stereo sound speakers with the ability to look at JPEG, bitmap, GIF, TIFF, and PNG image formats. It allows you to multi-thread task, whatever that is, and that allows you to listen to your favorite songs while and this is a quote, watching ebooks. Yet don't buy this. Just don't buy this. Number 6, a bunch of lawsuits have been filed against Activision Blizzard for making false and misleading statements about Bungie leaving, as in not disclosing that Bungie was leaving or outright leading people to believe that this was not something that was going to happen, up until the stock dropped 10%. Like, that's a lot of loss of value, let's just be clear. A lot of investors lost a bunch of money off of this, and none of them were too happy about that. So there's a bunch of lawsuits going on about it now, class action ones, that if you owned Activision Blizzard stock and lost money from this, you can actually join. And I will say, like, operating transparently is better than this. Number 5, Metro Exodus has been taken off of Steam and put onto the Epic Games Store. Now, I get exactly why this would happen. The Deep Silver CEO also confirmed, so I don't even need to speculate, is because they give away more money. Epic's revenue terms are 88% compared to 70% on pretty much every other storefront, including Steam, and Steam's response was that it was unfair. Like, I'm sorry guys, but that's just how things work in business. Like, nobody cares about how fair anything is. Am I going to tell you that that's good? Not necessarily. Make some games, Valve. Number 4, farming simulator went esports. There's a €250 pro league now. Competitive farming in a virtual world. I don't even know what to say about this. You can win €100,000 for being good at farming in a virtual world. What a real world we live in. I just, like, what? This is one of the weirder ones I mean, nothing against the game, it's a good game, but a league that's worth that kind of money? Maybe it'll be great, I should be open-minded. I'm sure it will be great. Number 3, a guy by the name of Taka ordered himself a helmet-mounted queuing system and mounted it on his PSVR to make Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown that much more immersive. I mean, here's the thing that I probably wouldn't like about that. It flat out restricts your breathing. Like, they have those breathing things because air pressure gets really messy way up in the air, moving at very high speeds, and you don't need it. And it apparently made him puke, which I'm not going to criticize him for. That's not really like his fault. Number 2, Fallout 76 is just kind of the gift that keeps on giving for these videos. Like, they keep putting out merchandise that's bad, like outright really bad. Like, have you seen the Nuka Dark Rum, which was reviewed hilariously? Like, it's apparently not good, and it's served in a really weird bottle. And lest we forget that quote-unquote canvas bag that came with the $200 Power Armor edition of the game. But whatever. They decided they were going to start selling a leather jacket, which, you know what? It may be exactly as advertised. They may be great, but they priced it at $276, and with all the other stuff, come on. Like, you can't even be bothered to make the game good, and you're selling all this expensive merch? Like, come on. And finally, number 1, they made it illegal in Japan to mod game consoles and save files, which, alright, that's not weird at all. Something you do in your own home to your own stuff. The law is called the Unfair Competition Act because obviously they're trying to game online competitive markets, which, sure, I get it, whatever. I don't honestly think that's going to stop people. I think it'll make people a lot sneakier, though. I think that there'll become a black market and things will actually get worse, but it'll be harder to catch anybody. So thanks. What weird things did you see in gaming this past month? I know there's been a lot. Leave us a comment, let us know what you're thinking, and if you like this video, please click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week, and the best way to see them first is a subscription. So click subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell. As always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at Falcon the Hero. We'll see you next time, right here on gameranx.